Fringe theory is based around the genre and trope of various horror and thriller media. Please view the episode description for a full list of content warnings. Thank you. Love. Love. Nope, don't like it. Don't like the way a word feels on my mouth. Never was one for love, not with people anyways. Now, winemaking, there's a love I can get behind. Attraction's just a bunch of chemicals made to keep you happy after all, but hey, at least my batch of chemicals makes you happy and tastes good paired with steak. No, love's a fool's game. It makes you act irrationally, makes you not think straight, which, hey, same as downing a whole bottle of My Pride and Joy in one night, huh? Jeez, maybe there's less difference between love and winemaking than I thought. Ugh! Well, let me tell you one thing, at least. At least a drunkard passes out eventually. When two people are in love, nothing's gonna stop them from getting their way, even if the whole world comes crashing down. Hello, and welcome to the Bones and Story podcast. My name is Nick, I also go by Flux, and I am the Keeper. Today we are going to be continuing our game of Monster of the Week by Michael Sands, and joining me today are my very special friends, Fiona.
Hi, I'm trans now.
That did happen. Sammi.
Hi, I'm Sammi, and
I didn't know you were going to do that. That scared me. Perry, who are you?
I don't have a goof this time. Or maybe this is the goof.
And Valentine.
Well, you don't need to sound so disappointed.
I was disappointed in Perry. I wasn't disappointed in you.
God, I hope not. Anyways,
Or what?
I've spent about...
Or what?
Oh, it's okay. I'll make you disappointed. I've spent about a few $100s on Bath and Body Works candles this month.
Oh, a few hundreds, fine. I feel like if you said thousands, we'd have a
thousands
problem.
of dollars in Bath and Body Works candles.
Just
that's
candles?
Too many candles.
And Bath and Body Works crypto.
That's they don't have crypto.
Yeah, no, they do now.
In white barred coin.
Don't you know about B&B coin?
God, there is such.
You don't have white barred coin?
You don't have white barred coin?
God, there is such a difference between Last Hunt's intro and this one. Jesus.
That's what they sell in the Beyond section of Bed and Bath.
Okay.
The white barred coin.
We're
Bed Bath and Beyond is dead.
Yeah, it went bankrupt.
It
we're
went
getting
bankrupt
ahead
because
of
of the crypto.
ourselves.
Okay.
Fringewater, Michigan has the only last remaining Bed Bath & Beyond in all of the United States. Speaking of Fringewater, Michigan, last time you guys completed your first hunt. Congratulations.
Yeah, we fucked that one up a little bit hard, guys, didn't we?
Yeah, it may have been the worst anyone's ever done it, but you did manage to take out the horrible angel that was punishing people around town. You did manage to stop the weird time erasure stuff, but here's where I'm at with that, right? You guys, I know how the time erased stuff works, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And you did stop it from happening. You have no idea. You never uncovered what the specific mechanics of that was and how it worked.
Yeah, we just sucked ass at killing the angel.
So that's still kind of a thing on the table that could come back up. That Sunday people are remembering it, but who's to say it won't come back? That's an open mystery now.
I don't know. If we killed the angel and Sunday came back, I think we can infer.
That's what I'm saying, though. You guys didn't figure out the exact mechanics of what was happening there.
Well, to be fair, one of us wasn't really investigating.
Yeah.
Hey, I had my own issues.
And whose fault was that?
Fiona,
The
can you
dice.
promise me that Midas isn't going to pull a gun on someone this time?
I don't think I can promise you that.
Okay, that's great. That's great. No, that's great. No, I'm loving it. I love being a keeper. I love being a keeper.
You love us. You love us.
Me when I'm playing The Binding of Isaac.
No, last mystery, I kind of wanted to keep it a smaller mystery because, like, the way I've been envisioning Monster of the Week and specifically how we're doing it is kind of like as a TV show. So I didn't want to have like this big long opening where we go everywhere in town and like really set things up. In my mind, I was framing it like a pilot that you would bill to CW or something. Like, yes, Fringewater was there, but it was mostly about the characters, you know? It was mostly
Yeah.
about like getting their personalities up on the screen. The pilot has been picked up and now we're actually airing on whatever channel and thinking about things cinematically.
I'm gonna be on Kids WB.
I
I
think we
don't
should get
think
put on PBS Kids.
I don't think we're that PG enough to get.
Put us right next to Sesame Street.
Dude, I come on right after Word Girl.
Okay. At the end of our recording, I cut this out of the recording, but we did do end of mystery questions, which were just a couple of questions about like, hey, did we learn anything new? Did we complete the mystery? And you got experience from that, and two of you managed to advance from that. And I believe you both took moves from different playbooks that were your own. We'll start with Midas advanced for one.
So I have taken a move from the Flake that allows me to know if people are lying.
Yes. Do you know what exact move that is, and could you read it off?
So I've taken Suspicious Mind from the Flake. If someone lies to you, you know it.
So the way that I'm kind of like reading this is a bit more of like a practical thing. I don't think you're like a supernatural lie detector. Like, there's a difference between lying and being dishonest, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really cheap if I like had this big grand reveal at the end and you were like, "Oh, but I have suspicious eyes." And I was like, "Oh, well, I worded it very specifically so that he wasn't technically lying, even though he was being very dishonest with you."
I would say it's more of an active thing. I think I'd have to like ask.
Well, no, I'm going to let it be passive.
Okay.
But it's just I want to just make sure you understand there's a difference between like lying and being dishonest. You can be completely dishonest and duplicitous without lying to someone.
Oh yeah.
And at the same time, someone can tell you something false that they believe wholeheartedly, trying to be honest with you. The other person that managed to get an advancement last time was Hallow. And
Yay,
Hallow, you're
that's
also taking
me.
a move from a separate playbook, right?
I sure am.
Because of Vivi's multiple snake eyes.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, it
Shut
was
up.
kind of
Shut up.
bad.
Shut up. Shut up.
We're never done.
Shut up.
What move were you taking?
I was taking a move from the wronged playbook, Berserk. No matter how much harm you take, you can always keep going until the current fight is over. During a fight, the keeper may not use harm moves on you, and you cannot die. When the fight ends, all harm takes effect as normal. I'm going to die this session, but it'll look really cool.
After all of the discussions we had like 4 hours before we started recording this season, just like talking about your character, and you're all gonna throw it away because it's cool.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
No, it's absolutely how it works. Like,
Okay,
listen,
see? So I get it.
you do get it. Like, I don't want you to feel like just because we're on the silver screen, no, we're not on the silver screen, we're on a podcatcher. Just because we're like doing this as a show doesn't mean your characters are safe. If you've done fan art, they could just die. I don't care. That's the game. I
Mhm.
want to try and play this game as close to like how it's supposed to be played as I can. I'm going to make mistakes, but like if you guys just run into danger and die, I'm not gonna like pull my punches so that you're alive the entire season. Fuck around and find out.
But Flux, have you considered the dying is cringe, so I'm not gonna do it?
That's
Oh,
so real.
true. Another thing before we begin, so this we're going to be picking up the day after, so technically on Monday. Not technically on Monday, it is on Monday. So all of you that are harmed heal 1 harm box. I think the most important of these is that Hallow, you're still at 3 harm starting this hunt, right?
Oh god, am I? Let me check.
Because you ended the last one with 4, didn't you?
Ooh, I did.
So you're not going to be unstable. You got some night's rest. but you're still at 3 harm, and that sucks.
Girl, I'm
That
about to get
sucks.
fucked up.
As we kind of transition back into the fiction now, how did each of you sleep last night?
Barely.
I don't.
Immediately conked out.
Girl, me neither. Halloween friendly neighbor, we're just up together all night.
Midas has not had a good sleep pattern in decades.
They were playing cards.
You were just playing cards late last night?
Yeah, we were just playing cards.
And everyone still remembers that Sunday exists.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
I like to think that they now think that today is like Tuesday.
No, all the phones, all their phones and stuff say Monday.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, even the proprietor of like the bed and breakfast you're staying at, I think I talked about this last episode, Maribel is like, "Oh, wow, Monday, that's didn't expect that. I thought it'd be Tuesday." I really need to work on a better voice for Maribel.
It's okay. You'll get it.
I really need to workshop that. But no, I think more importantly, you are all woken up at by a brisk knocking at your suite.
Midas is the only person who didn't get his ass handed to him last session, goes to the door. Hello?
And as the door opens, you see a tall man with a black slicked back hair and a three-piece suit. Very almost kind of looks like I want to say a mafia larper, and he just stares into your eyes and wordlessly gives you what looks like some kind of like postcard or notes, and it is an invitation saying that the patriarch of the Vinicelli Wineyard would like to speak to you. On floor
Fuck.
specifically.
We've been in town for like one fucking day.
And we saw the temporal anomaly about it.
Yeah, they kind of owe us.
Yeah, and this man, Bernard Old Bernie Vinicelli, would like to speak to you this morning.
Bernie.
Aw, Bernie.
Oh, good old Bernie.
Hey, guys. We got a letter.
Which one?
What
Ha ha ha.
was that a joke or not? I can't tell with you.
It was a dad joke, as they say.
Millie is still getting out of bed and is brushing her hair. Well, don't be secretive. What's it say?
We've been invited to visit the vineyard.
Hello, like leans over Midas's shoulder like a tree that's starting to fall in a storm. She doesn't say anything. She's just reading.
Do you want me to just hand this to you? I'm not fucking... What am I, a podium?
According to the letter, it wants you to meet him at the vineyard this morning, so you better scoot.
Midas, if you really wanted, I could easily turn you into a podium.
You could ignore the letter, that is your prerogative.
Why the fuck would we do that?
Fuck. Well, I a little early to get, on the bottle, but, somebody give me my tie.
Oh yeah, what tie are you wearing this time?
So Midas has got a tie covered in dollar bills, but it's not a printed pattern. He actually took $1 bills. They're not hundreds, so this does not look impressive. He took $1 bills and carefully wrapped them around the outer end of the tie, but not the back end of the tie, mind you, because he is still saving money on this. So if the tie ever gets blown up or anything, you're just going to see a black tie on the underside of it.
That's amazing.
I think you have like now that you're fired from TV, I think you've got a future in like arts and crafts. Like craft fairs and stuff.
Oh, it's not well done. He's glued these on. He's used like Gorilla Glue. You can see like the seams and shit. If he puts it on too tight, it might get stuck to the rest of his outfit.
Oh no. Well, okay. So is there anything you guys want to do back at, I guess, like home base, or are we going to the Vinicelli Vineyard?
Let's go to the vineyard, boys.
So the Vinicelli Vineyard is a little bit of a ways out of town. Not so much that like it would be considered not a part of town like Morton's gas station is. But it's almost like up on a hill overlooking the town. on the opposite side of the lake. And as you get close to the house, you see on the veranda in a chair sipping like a morning old fashioned is a older looking gentleman, about 60s, 50s, 70s. You're not entirely sure. He's got a tanned skin, very like, I'm imagining from him like ethnic Italian.
Like
Okay.
Southern Italian, like kind of
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And he has just like
And dark
normal,
hair.
yeah, tanned dark hair. Well, I'd say it's probably salt and pepper. It's like graying by now.
Okay.
But he's got like casual clothes on, and he looks at you and just says, "Ah, so you four are the ones who have just come to town, is it?
Yeah.
I would first of all like to express my gratitude."
I can express my own gratitude, but thank you. See, I just did it.
His face scrunches a little bit more, but he just says, "Wesley, get over here." And you see coming out of the house, in a lot more middle high class wear than you first saw him, was the boy from the alleyway. You know, the one that a friendly neighbor saved with the huge gash across his
Oh.
Oh, cool.
chest.
Oh my god, Wesley, I know him.
My boy here tells me that you four, specifically you, the older gentleman there, saved his life from some form of attacker in the alleyway.
This is true. We did do that.
That is
Yeah.
correct. Yes.
I always tell him not to go running off, not to get involved with the less monetarily fortunate peers of his, but what can you do? I'm here to express my gratitude for you for saving my boy.
We also found Monday.
Was that your doing as well?
Millie kind of like clicks her tongue and does finger guns.
Yes, time has been weird lately, hasn't it? Probably some new kind of technology. The older I get, the more and more tech seems to advance. I'm here to ask if you would be willing to do another favor.
What's the favor?
Well, I do all sorts of favors. What's your offer?
I thought you only did party favors.
And this can't be a party because.
See, this vineyard is the pride and joy of Fringewater, yes?
Yeah.
If you
Hmm.
say so.
And we employ many people. But one of the employees has been slacking off. And honestly, I've barely seen him for a week now. You lot seem like problem solvers. I would be willing to reward you handsomely if you would be willing to track him down and tell him to get back to work or he's fired.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, easy enough.
Yeah, sure. You got a little more info on this guy? Picture, usual haunts.
Can you like airdrop his location?
I can't airdrop his location. What does that even mean?
I was about. Do you think Do you think he knows what an airdrop is?
Does he know what an iPhone is?
Listen, his name is Murch Presley. He lives with his grandmother. Just try and crack him down, okay? You need to understand, what with how chaotic it was yesterday, the police told me that they no longer have the manpower to continue looking for him, considering they have a lot more that they need to investigate. And if you can't rely on the police, then who can you rely on? Which is really just a very upper middle class thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Millie is just like nodding really, really slowly.
Yeah. Not trusting the police, huh? Wild.
Yeah, Hallow doesn't know what any of this fucking means.
What is a police?
No, I think Hallow knows that at least.
Hallow knows what the cops are.
But no, this is the hook you've been given. Old Bernie Vinicelli wants you to look for one of the missing workers from the vineyard, Murch Presley, and
What a
just to ease
name.
you, he gives you a photo as well. It is not the guy who you turned upside down.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah, that was like a pastor boy.
That was an older gentleman. Murch, he's like my age. He's like 25. You have a photo and you have a name. Where do you go next?
Do we each have our own copy? Well, I guess I can just take a picture of it with my phone.
Yeah, you can like take a photo.
I'm gonna go around and ask.
Go around where specifically?
Around town, baby.
We're walking.
I imagine he's not hiding in the fucking vineyard.
Are you all moving as one unit, or are you splitting up for this investigation?
I can't think of why we would split up right now.
Yeah, it's way too early.
Well, I will say another development from the previous mystery. As you get closer to downtown, a schism of Father Price's followers
Oh
are
God.
around town repenting basically and picketing because they believe the end of days is approaching. And can
Huh.
you really blame them because they did see an angel?
Did we do that?
Specifically an angel of punishment. So
Perhaps. Oh well, there is nothing to do about it.
Yeah.
they're not going after you specifically, but they are a piece on the board now.
Well, as long as nobody tells them I am also an angel.
That would really fuck them up.
That would be bad.
So, Midas, you said you were just asking around town. Can you give me a bit more specifics about that?
How about
Midas
I'm
on the
gonna
street.
I'm gonna swing by the bar.
The bar, which specific bar? Because if it's the, that's
The one
an
from
active
last
crime.
time. Oh, I
You
can't go there.
That's
Fuck.
a crime scene.
Shit.
And actually, you know what I think happens?
Yeah.
You head towards, what did we call it last time? We'll figure it out. I should have written it down, but I didn't. It's amateur hour over here.
Fringe keeper.
I forgot to write it down, okay? But no, the point is, you four come back to the bar, and you see it is an active crime scene.
Oh.
Well, not an active crime scene, but Rocco Ricky died.
See, here's the thing, right? Midas wasn't here, so he doesn't know like all of the shit that went down in there. I'm sure he got like a rundown.
Did I do that?
And as you're like approaching the bar, I think one of the officers actually looks to you, Midas, and waves you down.
Oi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, you're Midas Gold, aren't you?
Yeah, the one and only.
Yeah, so you can see it's been a bit of a hectic past couple days.
Yeah. No. What the fuck happened in there?
There was a beheading of sorts. We're still talking with the proprietor, trying to figure out exactly what happened, but no, that's not what I'm coming to you for. He's writing down something on his notebook. Later this afternoon, are you able to come down to the police office? We would like to ask you some questions.
No, I actually do have plans later this afternoon. I apologize.
No, Heart.
Well, we're going to have to ask you some questions, so what time does work for you?
I don't. He pulls out his phone, and opens up his like calendar app. There's nothing on any of the pages, but he's swiping through it as if there is. I can like squeeze you in sometime next Sunday.
You're a funny guy. You're a real funny guy.
I made a life out of it.
Well, your afternoon plans have changed. Come see us at around 5.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to think he doesn't think I'm all that funny.
He kind of like gives you a finger guns and a little. It's just, see you there.
Is he flirting with you? Is this a
I was
date?
just about to ask that.
No, point is I think I did call it the Crust Punk.
The bar?
Yeah. I'll look at it when we take a break in the recording. Anyways, the point is that this bar is not going to be asking anyone about it anytime soon because the police are investigating. So
Hallow like looks over at Midas and then like stares at him for a second and then goes, "What did you do?"
What do you mean? What did I do? What did
Why
you
did
guys?
they-
What did you guys do? What's with the
Why did
active
they-
crime scene?
Why do they want to talk to you?
Okay, maybe we walk away from the bar before we talk about this. Like, let's take like 10 paces this way.
Okay, takes 10 paces the wrong direction.
Ooh, can we stand in a mysterious dark alleyway?
Sure. I mean, it's just not in front of the fucking cops. Yeah, so I may or may not be involved in a missing persons case. Oh no. Ah.
What did you do while we were fighting the angel?
My dear Midas Gold, what the hell did you do?
Well, so I got psychic powers. I mean, I think you guys notice about me. I got, I'm a little psychic, I may have inverted a man's face.
That's not normal.
By accident! By accident I did this.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
Anyways, so the guy died instantly because, his fucking face was upside down because, like, I can't breathe, So, so these guys approach me in the woods, right? And they're like, hey, don't worry, we can take care of this. And they leave his body on the fucking highway and it just gets up and he just walks off. So, like, technically, no crime is really committed,
I don't see that's the problem anymore.
Yeah, I mean, what's the guy gonna do? Press charges? But he is missing. I assume he did not come home. So now I gotta go find this guy and bring him back. I mean, I don't know, Millie, if you can like rotate a face like back.
I could certainly try.
Because like if I can get this guy to come back and you could just like turn that frown upside down, that would probably a smile actually and turn it around. I don't know. And be very helpful for me. I mean, because like realistically, like what are the cops gonna press me on? My gun? I got 3 witnesses that say that I just happened to carry that on me. I didn't point it at the guy. I just like showed it to him in my coat. I thought he liked guns, truthfully. Clearly I read the room incorrectly. Obviously.
Yes,
a little
because
bit.
you broke his face.
I didn't know that wasn't the guy I showed the gun to. Like I got jumped by like 6 guys. And then I kind of flipped out a little bit. I tried to bury the body. Selenis.
Something is very wrong with you.
That's the only way to get on network television. Regardless, I think I might be getting arrested later. You might want to find that guy and flip him.
Well, we already have to find some other guy. We'll find him after.
Oh shit! Right, we're already looking for a guy.
So what are you doing to try and find Murch?
Do we know? I mean, do we have any like normal spots that he goes to? What about his address?
I think it's reasonable that old Bernie would have given you his address.
All right. Let's go to where he lives.
Let's go to his house. Let's pull up.
You go off to a cozy little residential district in Fringewater, and you can tell that he lives in, it's not like a super well-off house, but like it's a nice little bungalow. And you're out front, it's tiled roofs, he has a pool in the back. It's not bad.
What a lovely place.
For a small little town like this? Listen, in Michigan, if you have a pool, that means you're rich, because that thing's closed most of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you live right next to a lake, too. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
We've established, though, people do not swim in this lake.
The pool is, like, covered right now, but, no, you come up to the front of, Murch's, house. What do you do?
Millie's, like, pacing around, like, the perimeter, trying to see, like, any signs of, like, active life.
You see there is an old woman in one of the windows. What do you do now?
Hello pushes Midas forward. Knock.
The knock happens with his fucking forehead. Tunk.
After a couple moments of waiting, the aforementioned old woman opens the door and says, "Oh, hello there. Can I help you with anything?"
We're looking for, fuck, what's this guy's name?
Murch.
Murch.
Oh, goodness. What did my grandson get into now?
We have no idea. That's kind of the issue. We don't know where he is. He hasn't been showing up for work. Where did you last see him?
Well, I last saw him this morning.
Where was he going?
I think he was going to the docks. He said he needed to fetch something. He's always coming in and out of the house, which, you know, my grandson, I'm glad that he has such a vibrant social life, but if he's getting into trouble, then that is a problem.
Trust me, we can handle this. We'll make sure he doesn't, you know.
Who are you?
We are just friendly neighbors looking to help.
I
Smile.
can't believe she's never watched Show Me the Money. That's so fucked up. Well, I'm going to the docks. I'm not staying here.
Ah, you must be new in town then. Well, let me know if you find him. I would hate if he got wrapped up in the wrong crowd.
Can do.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Let's not promise her that. I don't think we're that good at our jobs.
All right, off to the docks we go.
Yeah.
The old docks and fishery of Fringewater. It's the kind of place that I think you can smell before you can see, if that makes sense.
Oh boy.
There's
Oh,
all sorts of fishing boats coming in and out, fishmongers trying to hawk wares, and specifically there seems to be some kerfuffling about. Over to one side on the docks, there's a couple fishermen who are from your eavesdropping. If you are an eavesdropper, which, considering this party, I'm just going to presume that you guys are.
Oh, we love eavesdrop.
eavesdropping.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
I can have Selenis go in there and take notes.
So apparently, according to your eavesdropping, the fishermen are having trouble meeting their quota because of a strange reason that they don't want to talk about. Fishermen are simply skipping or not skipping, but bringing in less of them because of a quote unquote that thing. And they are being very pointed to not say it out loud.
The thing.
just like when people talk about Hollow.
What do you do now?
Maybe we ask them if they've seen, Murch.
We do have a photo of Murch that we can show them too. Like, have you seen this young man?
Well, let's just go do that.
Yeah, okay.
Millie strides up to the nearest fisherman and taps him on the shoulder, kind of hard.
Yes?
Hello. I don't mean to bother you while you're working, but would you happen to have seen? She snatches the photo from whoever has it and flips it around in her fingers. This young fellow, we're looking for him.
I definitely think this is investigating a mystery. So
Oh god, the first roll of the session.
First roll.
That's 2d6 plus sharp, Millie.
I'm so fucking scared.
And I have nothing plus or minus in sharp, so that's just flat 2d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You
All
got it.
right, snake eyes, boys. Let's prepare.
6.
That's a 6, which
Oh,
so here's what happens. You can immediately see that there's a mismatch in tone between this rough and gruff fisherman and weird
The clown.
juggalo master clown Millie Bizarre.
Could I attempt to help out?
That's what I was just going to lead into, is if anyone wanted to help out, they could push this to a 7. How do you help out?
Midas is gonna come over. You got to realize Midas, is a real nice guy. I think he's good at what he does. People know Midas. I mean, they've seen his face on the television. I feel like any weird juxtaposition that they might get from Millie will be immediately snapped by, is that Midas Gold?
Actually, you have a move about this, don't you?
Do I? Hold on. Well, I have, they'll talk to me about strangeness. So if they saw some weird shit going on, they'll just tell me. It's not even a role connected to it. People believe you've also known strangeness. Bystanders will talk to you about weird things they have seen that they would not trust another hunter or mundane official to believe.
I'm wondering if I should have you roll help out, or if I should just let this automatically succeed then at that point. Because it automatically succeeding is not rules as written. I will be completely upfront with that. But I also don't want to just be oh, it's okay, you failed a roll. We're just gonna mulligan that.
I say I roll for it.
Yeah, sure. Roll to help out. I'm fine with this.
Fuck!
That's a 5.
I'm going.
So
We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this.
you both mark 1 experience. You were rolling your cool, right?
Yeah, that's a 0.
Midas is not cool.
I have a 2 on sharp, a stat. I should have done the fucking investigate roll.
I'm
But you didn't.
sorry.
We weren't thinking.
I'm trying to think what happens here, because what I think happens here is that, you know, these are a bunch of like muscly fishermen, and you're a sparkly big city pretty boy.
You're what they would call a metrosexual.
I thought
Stop.
for some reason I thought you were calling Millie the sparkly pretty boy at first, and I was like, yeah, sure, gender.
No, it's a small town worker versus like, you know, big city yuppie, even if you've fallen from grace.
I'm a fucking Yankee.
So what happens here on a miss? What is your hard move? Okay, I think I know what happens. And what happens, I'm going to be completely, completely cards on the table here, is that what happens is we're moving from day to shadows as you're asking this and they're like very clearly like scoffing and ignoring you. You hear another one is like, "Hoy there, a little bit of help." And you see being pulled out of the boat. Actually, no, it's not a boat. It's a boat dragging like a rowboat of sorts. And inside that rowboat is Murch Presley.
Oh, there he is.
And how's he doing?
We found him.
He is a young adult, about 24 years old, very like light tanned hair, a freckled face. He has some like old bandages wrapped around like his neck and like his collar and his arms. He just kind of looks like a rough and tumble kind of guy. But he does have like an upbeat looking face.
Murch!
He is very seasick though.
Murch!
What?
Murch, go to your job.
Huh?
Oh my fucking god.
You're gonna have to be a bit more sensitive than that.
What do you want me to get him? Some fucking smelling salts?
Perhaps.
Maybe do I have to... Millie starts like digging through her coats for like loose Tums.
Does he need like a cup of coffee? I don't know. I don't get seasick.
I think you'd be able to find some loose Tums.
Yay, loose Tums.
They've been rolling around in your bag.
They got like lint on them.
The whole inside of your bag is just like full of loose powder that has been flaking off of these.
You can see that the other fishermen are helping him out of his little rowboat, and he does have like a box full of fish, but it's very clear that he's not like a professional fisherman. He's just like some guy who's decided to go out there.
Hey, Murch? That's your name, right? That's you?
Huh? Yeah, why?
Your job's looking for you.
Yeah, I bet they are. I'll be there tomorrow.
Millie like flips a Tums towards him.
I think they want you here today.
Okay, well, just fine. I'll go home and I'll go straight back. He is lying to you.
I don't believe you.
He kind of looks you up and down. He's like, "You're from TV, aren't you? Why do you care?"
Because your boss specifically asked me to find you.
He's my sculpt from TV.
Yeah, well, used to be from, was from TV.
And then he had a severe mental breakdown on TV.
On TV.
Show me the money, Midas Gold.
Long and the short of it, I know where you live, pal. So if you're not back up there...
Are you threatening me?
What are you,
Vaguely.
a union breaker?
Hey, come on. We got a letter from this rich dude, right, who was asking us a favor to see what you were up to because you hadn't turned up at work. So why haven't you been turning up at work, I guess is the question.
I've been feeling the call of the sea, how about?
The fuck does that mean?
He is being dishonest with you.
Hallow has just been like menacing in the background, by the way.
Hey, I got a weird question. Do you think this dock has some of those sightseeing binoculars that you have to pay for?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem putting that in this world.
Great. Neighbor has walked away and is trying to fish some quarters out of his pants. He has pulled out a Japanese yen. He has pulled out a peso. He keeps pulling out the wrong denomination.
While Friendly Neighbor is doing that, he just says, "Listen, just let me go home and shower at the very least."
Okay, I'll bring you there.
I don't know you.
You do know me though, for
He's
I
my
am
I don't
goal
know
from
you.
TV.
Oh my god, I don't know you personally, and honestly, I'm kind of weirded out by how insistent you are. If you want to walk me home, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't say I was gonna drive. You think I can get parking at a dock?
No, there's no roads here.
Yeah, I know. The Midas Mobile has been sitting at that inn for like a full 24 hours.
I mean, I've seen people have like electric scooters, but anyways,
You can ride the moped sidecar. Would that make you more sick?
Let's just go. He's going to begin walking off. So I'm actually not sure what you're attempting to do here, Friendly Neighbor, by the way.
Oh, I just wanted to look out on the lake.
Which lake is this? Which Great Lake? I forget.
Did we say it was what did we say this one? Wasn't it like it was either Michigan or Superior, right?
I think it was Michigan.
Hold on, I'm going to pull up a map. Yes, it's Lake Michigan. It's
Yeah,
Lake
because Lake
Michigan.
Superior's fucking cold.
So I think what happens as you're looking out this binoculars, right? It's nice. There's a couple rocky outcroppings. And then for a moment, you see a woman just up out of the water, look around, and then dive back in. And as she dives back in, you see for about half a second scales on her lower half.
Oh boy.
Oh,
He
I
was
know.
Oh my god, he was canoodling with a mermaid.
The siren.
I want to clarify I said that and he and Hallow did not. I don't think she knows that word.
I haven't told you guys about it yet. I will though, maybe.
Are you just catching up with the rest of the group then, Friendly Neighbor?
Yeah. I'm dad walking towards them.
I see. Well, we're walking back to the Presley household.
As we're walking there, I lean in towards Millie. Millie, what is the woman with the scales and a fish look called again?
Mermaid, I'd assume.
Okay, just checking.
Unless it was a merman.
Why?
Oh, there is one in the lake.
All right.
There was a fucking what?
All right, let's talk about this. Millie has like spun around, so she's like walking backwards to speak to Friendly Neighbor.
I just wanted to look at the lake. Lakes are neat. We do not get those in the suburbs. We have pools or ponds. Anyways, it was a woman. There was no boat around, so I assume she's fine. Do mermaids drown?
I don't think so, no.
That would be very counterintuitive.
Great. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. I was curious.
I think it's at this point that we reach the house, and Murch does not say goodbye to you and just immediately opens the door, goes in, closes the door.
Well, I don't blame him.
I'm gonna give him 20 minutes.
You're camping outside his house.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit on his fucking doorstep. We got all day.
I do not want to sit here all day.
Well, he wanted to take a shower.
Then he better be quick.
You know what we could do? Why don't we call somebody from the vineyard and get them down here? We'll just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense, doesn't it?
That does kind of solve the problem. If they're just gonna hand him like a pink slip or something, I mean, like, wash our hands of it. Focus on the mermaid. I feel like is now a bit of a priority.
I don't see why.
I do. It seems like our business.
Do any of us even have like a mobile device?
I have a cell phone.
Midas has a cell phone.
Millie and Midas last time did communicate with cell phones, so I'm presuming at least you two have it.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, Millie has a shitty flip phone.
I only have a pager.
I would like to think that Friendly Neighbor has like one of those 80s radiation cell phones.
No, I only have a pager.
I'm gonna call the vineyard.
All right. What do you say to them?
Hey, I found your guy. I got him to go back to his house. I don't think he wants to go up there, though. I'll be truthful with you. You can come down here, though, if you need to talk to him. We're sitting outside his house. He ain't going nowhere unless he makes a break for the back exit or something. We should maybe get a check on the perimeter.
Hallow wordlessly starts going around.
As you're going around the perimeter, Hallow, You see him in the backyard, and he is dumping fish into the pool.
Hallow like stares at him until he looks up and sees her.
Is this going where I think it's going?
He dumps it in, he closes up the pool, and then he gets up and then he looks straight into your eyes and freezes like a gazelle.
Yeah, so if you could get down here, you could talk to him. Whatever business you guys have is between you two.
I think old Bernie just says, "I'll send my oldest son. You've met him already."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the kid we saved the life of.
No, that was the youngest son.
Oh.
The oldest son you can presume to be the mafia larper.
Oh.
Yeah, just whenever you can get somebody down here, we're just gonna keep an eye on him so he doesn't run off again. He was in the lake.
You don't see what's happening in the backyard, Midas.
Nope.
Hallow does. Hallow, what are you doing? And is anyone joining Hallow?
Neighbor is just there already.
Millie's coming around the bend. She's meandering.
Hallow is like having a staring contest with this kid. She doesn't blink.
Actually, if Millie's going around, I'll stay. I'll stay with Midas. We can't leave Midas alone.
We can't just leave him alone again. It's gonna go
Don't get up
badly.
to mischief.
You have to keep Midas on the leash. But no, I think what Murch does is just looks at you and just kind of backs away from the pool slightly and says, "Can I help you? You're trespassing."
You know, chlorine's bad for fish.
I am outside the fence.
The pool's not chlorinated. Don't worry.
It's a saltwater pool.
I'm going back to work now.
You're going to kill those fish.
The fish were already dead when I fished them out of the lake? That's how fishing works, right?
Why are you dumping dead fish in your pool?
It's none of your business.
I'm such a curious feller though.
It's none of your business. This is a standoff. What do you do?
I say we let him go back to work and then I jump the fence. But, that's just me.
I feel like he doesn't want to leave now because he knows you're going to snoop.
Well, that's his fault.
You all said you wanted to make sure I was back at work. Let's all go back, okay?
Okay.
Hallow is looking with the biggest of eyes. She says nothing.
Is this a read a bad situation?
It could be.
It's a-
Could be. I don't know. I don't
feel
know
like-
what she's trying to do. Intimidate.
I feel like this is read a weird situation more than anything. I wouldn't say this is bad.
Millie, for her own part, is trying to go along with his idea for them all to go.
This would be read a weird situation. Can I read the weird situation?
Read a weird situation is not a move that exists.
I want to read it.
Hold on. Read a bad situation says, when you look around and read a bad situation, roll plus sharp. Looking at the questions, I feel like there's a couple that could do here. I'm not sure if it's rules as written, but like I say we go for it, I don't think investigate a mystery works here.
No.
So 2d6 plus sharp. Oh, by the way, you both remember to mark XP from your last failed rolls, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I did remember to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And remember, once you reach 5, you can take a new advancement immediately if you want. So
Please, 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 please.
you have rolled an 8. Let's see, what does it say?
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, you hold 1, which the questions are, what is my best way in? What is my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
Ooh, what's most vulnerable to me?
I
I
mean,
mean, probably the fish.
I was gonna say, like,
Oh,
in
well.
terms of vulnerabilities in this situation, the dude's kind of a wimp.
Well, I'm not gonna attack him.
But what I'm saying is that if you went to go and, like, just snoop whatever the hell's happening in the pool, there's not too much he could do to stop you.
I guess that's fair.
So that's vulnerable to you right now.
There's not much most people can do to stop Hollow from anything.
Ain't that the truth?
So what do you do?
I don't know. Maybe Guys, peanut gallery, should I jump the fence?
I think it would be interesting. I think, like, thinking cinematically, it would be interesting, but there's also a universe where, like, you just leave it to the oldest Vinicelli and whatever happens, happens.
Oh, I don't want to leave it to that guy.
Like, I don't want to railroad you or force you into any decision.
There's also the possibility where we just get arrested for doing this.
I mean, you guys are in trouble with the police anyways, to be fair.
I don't think you
I
can arrest
am.
most of us.
They can certainly try.
They can certainly try.
Good luck fingerprinting the two of us. Points to myself and Vivi.
And Millie's an expert at evading the police.
Just
And
we
Midas
don't
is
have
there.
fingerprints.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Hallow's been staring for a little bit, right? Like just trying to like make him like flinch or something.
He's kind of
Um,
scared. You can
he-
can smell the fear on him.
Ooh, okay.
Can I just kind of like not completely hop the fence, but like sit on top of it?
I think that's whimsical, sure.
I'm stretching my legs across the fence. I'm vibing.
Trying to think of the coolest way to hop this fence. How tall is it?
It's like a normal picket fence.
Normal picket fence.
Or not even a picket fence, but like the ones with, like, the flat tops.
Okay. All right, Hallow, and this is it's very slow at first. Hallow places both of her hands on the tops of two of the fence posts.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls herself up a little bit. Her foot lands on the top, on like in between the fence posts.
Mm-hmm.
And then this part is incredibly fast. She flings herself down, like downwards as if like attacking. And then she just stands there.
Millie loudly wolf whistles.
I will say, I'm not going to mark harm for this. This does hurt. You're still, like, wounded from yesterday.
Okay.
I think he just, I think he falls backwards on his ass, honestly.
Girl, I would too.
Just oof.
Just, like, yelps out.
She slowly starts walking towards him in the pool.
Hey, now you're actually trespassing, so, could you please leave, please? That's illegal to do.
She doesn't pay him any mind. She's
Midas
walking
is, like,
towards the pool.
Still on the phone at the front end is like, where did everyone go?
I'm still
No,
there
friendly
with
neighbor's
you.
still
was
there,
with
yeah.
you.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm just standing next to you. Silent.
She walks towards the pool. And then she looks into it.
You lift up the pool covers, and you don't see anything immediately, because, no light. But as you begin to pull the cover off of it more and more, you begin to see something long and eel-like swimming in there.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, long and eel-like.
He's going to try and tackle you out of the way.
He can try.
Are you just gonna, like, you see him, like, coming to, you see him, like, get to his, like, knees and feet and start to, like, come at you. What are you doing? Are you just trying to, like, tank it?
She tries to she kind of like tries to push him off as if he's like an annoying bug.
You know what? I was looking at the, basic moves sheet,
Mhm.
but Murch Presley is a wimp. I don't think this is a roll. I honestly think, like, on second thought, you just kind of swat him away like an annoying fly.
Yeah. I swat him away like a little gnat.
And then you fully uncover the pool, and
Mhm.
in it you see, staring up at you wide-eyed, is a woman.
I knew it.
Oh.
It's his girlfriend.
And the bottom side is kind of like a mermaid, only it's more like an eel. It's about, the rest of her body is about 4 times the length of the human part. And here, I think, this eel also looks like a hunter ready to, like, lash out as it's threatened, as it just, like, glares into your eyes. What do you do?
Well, first of all, what I do is I look over at Millie and I go, "It is a woman."
Just a woman?
He gets up off where you swatted him, is just like, quiet down.
Like a live woman? I guess it's worse if it's a dead woman, isn't it?
She's not dead. She's not dead.
Okay, well, why are there women? Okay, well, why are there women in your pool?
She's an eel.
See, when we just answer questions, everything goes so smoothly. Lily hops down from the fence and like strides over to peer into the pool and like waves very politely at the eel woman. Hello.
She still looks threatened right now, especially now that there's more than one person here.
Khaled looks over at Murch. Does she speak?
Well, not in the water. You know, it just kind of sounds like blah 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 blah, you know? But she does speak. I think he comes up to the edge of the water and just says, "They're not going to hurt you," and just kind of motions it up and turns to you and is like, You're not going to hurt her, right?"
I don't believe in real violence,
Okay.
which is a really funny way to phrase it.
She comes up to the top of the water and surfaces and gives you a big toothy grin, kind of similar to yours. I'm
Oh,
imagining something more similar to like an anglerfish's like needle-like teeth.
Hallow.
I say something
Yes.
Yeah.
hot.
Hallow, in return, I would like to note that I don't know if Millie has ever seen her do this. But Hallow, in return, smiles, baring her own sharp teeth back at the mermaid to let
It's cl-
to let her know that we are friends.
it's clear that the mermaid isn't entirely trusting of you, but like isn't going to like attack you.
This is good.
Okay, oh boy, what do you want to know?
Where did she come from?
From the lake. And trust me, it was a bitch getting her here without anyone noticing.
Why did you move her?
She wanted to.
Hallow looks back.
But say Millie kind of looks over at Eel Lady for confirmation.
Um, the eel lady begins speaking in a language that you do not understand, and Murch begins speaking in that same language.
Oh my god, he's bilingual.
A language you've never really heard anywhere on Earth before, but Murch seems to be speaking it fluently.
Hallow doesn't understand it either.
No.
Pardon me, what language is what language would that be?
I have no idea, but she taught it to me so that we could speak.
What is her name?
I was just wondering because I've seen people from all sorts of parts of the world and never heard that.
Her name is Odine, and she is a very pretty woman. She's got like darker skin and like I do not want to be the show that describes. Listen, all I'm going to say is that it is the traditional mermaid iconography where they do not have tops on, but I don't want to make it a weird thing. This is tasteful nudity, and that's all I'm going to say on the subject. She has long, almost like coral, not coral, but like bleached coral, I think is like, if that makes sense.
Like dead coral?
Like whitish pinkish, but more on the white side. And the hair is braided badly. Murch is trying his best. But her name is Odine, and Murch says, she's a bit of a runaway. I there's more like her out on the lake, but she didn't approve of what they were trying to do.
And what were they trying to do?
And Murch says, after a bit more back and forth, I don't understand the entire specifics of it, but people need to drown out there.
Need to?
Well, that's bad.
Well, you can understand why Odine didn't want to drown people after meeting such a stud like myself, you know?
He's an extremely plain man, isn't he?
Oh, he's the kind of guy you would see at 7-Eleven ordering corn dogs.
He looks kind of like Jude from 17.
Jude from 17, if he had a bit lighter brown hair with that was like curlier.
He's literally in his Connecticut Clark era.
He is kind of a bit of a Connecticut Clark. I'm not gonna lie to you. And he says, they're gathering sailors. I don't know why, but they're gathering fishermen and sailors out there, and I don't know what's going to happen when they do.
So you've been skipping work to smuggle her here, get her fish, and I presume try to prevent the other sailors from getting murdered?
I mean, she's got to eat, right? But there's not much I can do. I'm just kind of a guy. Even someone with as manly physique as I can't really stop all that kind of power.
Hallow doesn't laugh, but there's doubt in her eyes.
Millie kind of snickers.
At this moment, by the way, you guys see a black sedan pull up, and the man who gave you the note at the start to come meet gets out of not the driver's side, the passenger's side.
Oh, there you are. Hey, he should still be
Oh,
inside, I'm
shit.
pretty sure.
He does not speak. He just kind of nods to you.
Millie runs to grab the cover thing and pull it back over.
Not much of a talker. Hey, yo, come on, Murch. You said you were just taking a shower.
Millie, I think this is going to be act under pressure. You roll plus cool.
Come on, dice.
Come on, dice.
Oh yeah, baby.
Thank God.
My God!
That is a 10.
That's the quick footwork and handiwork of a ringleader, baby.
It's the quick handiwork of, oh shit, the cops are here. Hide, hide.
Exactly. You think Millie hasn't had to take down a tent in 90 seconds flat before?
Hallow has started pushing Nat Boy near the door.
What did you call him?
Nat Boy.
He is pushed to the door as and from your perspective, friendly neighbor and Midas Gold. He just after a bit just kind of a little bit disheveled, but comes out the front door.
You sure you took a shower, man? You look fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's no, it's fine. It's fine. I gotta go back to work now, like a proper member of society.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Don't drive in my car. You'll go with him.
The oldest, I'm just gonna say it. His name is Vincent Vinicelli.
Oh
Mhm.
God.
Vincent.
What the fuck? He didn't do anything wrong to you. Why are you?
I don't know. I
mocking
just
him?
don't like the name Vincent.
Well, regardless, he just kind of grabs Murch by the arm and gently forcibly puts him in the back of the sedan, and they drive off.
And not even a thank you.
Not even in anything. He didn't say. We've been sitting out here with him for a couple minutes now. He's not said a fucking word.
Where did you two go?
There's a situation.
What kind of situation?
There's a situation called how do I put this? There's a mermaid in the pool.
Huh?
There appears to be a mermaid in the pool, and apparently he brought her into the pool because she did not want to drown people, and all of her friends wanted to drown people. They don't speak, or she doesn't speak English as far as I can tell, so I can't confirm that story.
What?
Hallow hasn't come out the front, by the way. I think she's still in the back. I think she uncovered the mermaid.
Yeah, what are you doing with Odine?
We are attempting to communicate.
Hold on, actually.
Using hand motions.
No. Hold on. One of the use magic effects is to communicate with something that you do not share a language with.
Oh my God.
Let's finish up the little mini scene out front first before we do that, though.
Okay.
So there's a fucking mermaid?
Yes, but if I bring you back there, you're going to have to act normal because she is a huge eel mermaid with lamprey teeth, and she could probably kill you. We're trying not to scare her.
Angler teeth, not lamprey teeth.
Angler teeth.
Oh, I'm happy you made that distinction because at first I was like, oh, that might be scary, but now I'm like, oh, it's probably fine.
Just approach nicely.
How does friendly neighbor feel about this?
Interesting.
That's it?
Simple.
Surely you have more feelings about this than just that.
Or if you wanted you two could go see if the Vinicellis actually want to, like, say thank you to us.
That is another option. You could go back to the Vinicellis.
Well, I'm staying here.
I don't know what I would do with a mermaid. Let us go, Midas.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you two are going to sort of like shadow and go back to the Vinicellis.
Yeah.
You can probably flag down Vincent. I realized that I had him come up in like a black sedan, even though we said that this town is like walkable and doesn't have like good roads.
He found a way.
I want to imagine that, like, because Vincent Vinicelli is that kind of bitch, he just drives it anyways and is like on the sidewalks and like the mirrors are constantly scraping against
It's so bad.
stuff.
Mailboxes.
Listen.
and-
Oh my
Listen.
god.
Vincent Vinicelli wants to be like living in a mafia movie so badly, but he lives in Fringewater, Michigan.
Asses
Dude.
in Cringewater.
That's your one.
Yeah, that's your one.
We get one what?
You get to call it Cringewater once, never again.
At all?
At all.
I
Well,
didn't know that
one
was a
per person.
rule.
We
Well,
made
one
this
person.
rule in the.
I wouldn't have wasted it if I knew it was a rule. I will say it again.